We're back with you. This is Bellator Fighting Championships with Jimmy Smith. I'm Sean Wheelock. Tonight we're looking at Bellator's middleweight division and getting you ready for the upcoming Season 2 middleweight tournament. Earlier we met Eric Shambari, perhaps the strongest 185-pounder in all of mixed martial arts. Let's now turn our attention to the only fighter to ever defeat Eric Shambari, Brian the Beast Baker.
I'm a much better fighter after fighting Chael Sonnen. Gave me an understanding of myself that I would have never learned with the victory. I took it hard at first, but then you understand as a fighter and as a warrior, you have to accept all things. I was a wrestler in high school, black belt in judo, and pretty much added striking to create a career for myself. Training is definitely, Team Wildman style. We put in a lot of hard work. Just like everything, there's days you wake up, you don't want to do it. Your body just wants to give up, and your spirit and your will has to take over. When you go into the cage and knowing what you're about to go through makes you a champion already. The ultimate goal with Bellator, get the title, hold the title, and to accept any challenges that may come at me. I have no quit whatsoever inside of me. I am on a mission to be the best. That's my ultimate goal.
Brian Baker will make his Bellator debut April 29th versus Sean Loeffler in the middleweight quarterfinal round. The middleweight tournament in Bellator is definitely competitive this season. Jimmy, the question that really looms large, whoever emerges as the opponent for Hector Lombard, can they actually challenge him for the title?
Well, right now, any of these guys beating Hector Lombard would be a serious upset. But that's the advantage of the tournament format. We get to see how these guys develop over the course of the season, and it will be a lot easier to answer that question once one of them emerges as a Season 2 champion.
The 2000 Cuban Olympian Hector Lombard is not only Bellator's middleweight champion, he is also without a doubt one of the fiercest and most aggressive fighters in all of MMA.
Since I've been a kid, I've been like a warrior, not just as a fighter, but fighting to try to make it. When I was a kid, I always liked judo. I was the best in the state, but when I went to the national schools, I was away from my parents. I used to see them a few times a year for a day. Sad, man.
Lombard's world-class talent in judo took him across the globe, including to Sydney, Australia, as a member of Cuba's 2000 Olympic judo team. Having built on that world-class foundation, Lombard is now recognized as one of the most ferocious fighters in all of MMA.
Not many people know what Bellator means. I like the name warrior. The person who's next to me, he want to beat me, and I want to beat him too. Whoever is the winner, he's the best. You know, I like it like that. When I have a fight coming up, I get excited and happy, you know. It really pops you up. When you walk into the arena, the more people I see, more better I'll perform.
All eyes firmly on Hector Lombard as he makes his United States debut.
When I get into the cage, when I'm closing the door, that's it. I'm a different person. She's like a beast, you know. A lot of people want to intimidate the opponent before the fight and try to play mental games.
Touch gloves and come out fighting.
I'm not like that, you know. I just want to fight, be a better man in the cage. Whoever's gonna fight me, he won't be scared at all.
Look at this guy, he looks like the Hulk. He is gonna come full force. This is like unleashing a beast inside of the cage.
Well, Lozano certainly not intimidated here at the outset. You saw him land a couple kicks early on.
Throwing some good knees there. Oh, and it's all over. Uppercut by Hector Lombard, and it is over. Lozano goes down in the first round.
Every fighter loves to win by KO. It's the perfection. I don't prepare for any particular fighter. I just see a target. Before the match against Telly, my coach told me like he's gonna go and bang with you all night. Well, I said, well, great. Telly's a tough guy, you know, and you have to be tough to be in the army. I know I was quicker than him, so I gotta find the open sooner or later.
With neither man inclined to waste time in the fight, Lombard and Damian Stelly were determined to push the pace early in the first round. a strategy that played to the strength of the Cuban Olympian.
And they both come out striking.
My God, look at these crazy guys.
Someone's going to have to cover up quickly or we could be one and done here.
I connected really hard with my left hand. He was hurt. He was almost out. I knew it.
And one of the things Hector Lombard does well is brings pressure and brings it a lot. I mean, you got to be really, really smart here, or you're just going to get pounded on for 15 minutes.
He was almost out when he went to the floor.
What do you do in this situation if you're Damian Stelly being so overpowered here early on? Just relentless, striking away, body head. And Damian Stelly trying to cover up, but he's in trouble early.
Oh,
and this may be over quickly. Yeah,
massive amount of damage there by Hector Lombard. Jason Herzog intervenes. Find me 10 middleweights in the world that are better than Hector Lombard right out of the chute all over Damian Stelly.
I was really happy, for the win and for the way I won. As soon as I finished the fight, I say the belt is mine. I say I'm gonna win.
Hector Lombard.
When we come back, we'll meet the only returning fighter in this season's 185-pound tournament, Jared Hess. And we'll see how Hector Lombard defeated Hess in Season 1 to become the inaugural Bellator World Middleweight titleist.
Hector Lombard is the middleweight champion.
You're watching Bellator Fighting Championships.